So we've been at our place for 13 years now, and it's an old 1868 cottage. You can see behind me it's stone. When we first got here, there was no balustrade across the front. The front of the stone had a render across it, and so we've done heaps of changes and renovations. We've fixed up the front of the house, new floors, painted it, and fixed up the bathrooms. But tomorrow's really exciting because we finally get to turn our attention to the lean-to that's off the back of the house. It's a 1962 or thereabouts lean-to or addition, and it just looks awful. It's worn away and cracked and all of those things. So I'll share that with you, but tomorrow it gets pulled off, which is really exciting. So this is the bit that is getting removed tomorrow. So you can see behind me the old part of the house. So originally it was a 6-room house, so 3 bedrooms. This bit would have been a living room, and then on the other side of it would have originally been the kitchen. But now, well, in the 60s, they added this lean-to, and so there's a laundry on this side, and then on the other side there's what became the kitchen, which we've made the most of over the last 13 years, but exciting to have this removed. So the back bit has been completely neglected. You can see we've got a swamp happening, so there's every chance the builders will say we actually can't put in the foundation for some time, but that's okay. They're going to start by removing this and removing the concrete. What's been a challenge though, as we've tried to navigate a design for the back of the house, has been the fact that the house is heritage listed. So trying to understand what that means, and there's been a lot of confusion about that. But we think we're there. I think I understand what the requirement is, or it's been approved. So what they're looking for is a link to separate the old and the new, and to clearly define that. And so the link doesn't need to be terribly big, but what it does need to do is it needs to recess in 150 mil from the original wall in, and needs to do the same on the other side. But that was never communicated clearly when we first started the design work. There was talk of it recessing in 150 mil, but then that would make for a very small extension. And so only the link needs to do that. And then once that link finishes, you can then put on an extension, and that can largely be a design that you like, and is less, requirements over the new design. So what's going to happen is this will recess in. The link that we're going to put in is going to be about the width of the lean-to anyway. So this will all come off and then be rebuilt with, the one slab. And then our door into the house will be here. And so what I'm looking forward to is making this a really lovely garden, having an entrance through here with lighting and lovely plants, but making it really welcoming. And then you'll step into the entrance. Immediately from there, there'll be storage on the left, and then straight ahead will be a study. And then off to the right will be the old part of the house. So that's all done, which is great. But then off to the left will be the extension. Now the extension's going to come out about 2 meters from this point. So it'll be, I think, about close to 12 meters in length, and maybe 5.5 meters wide. And so this bit, you'll walk out of this section here into the big living area, and then there'll be a kitchen at this end with the windows looking out, an island here, somewhere here to be able to do prep and all those sorts of things. Then there's going to be a dining room table here for big family meals, which will be exciting. And then back here is going to be sort of living space. So we've got another living space as part of the old part of the house. So we'll have 2, but it'll sort of be TV and lounge. And then the whole idea is that you look out behind, out to the oak tree and the paddock, which will be really nice. And then we'll make sure that it's probably going to be quite a simple garden design out there, but we're going to make sure that we're making the most of that oak tree by lighting it up really nicely. So you can sit in a really warm room here, and then look out to the oak tree as the major feature. Then on this side, we've got a couple of challenges. We need to, obviously, you need engineering. If the drop off and the retaining wall's more than, I think it's 900 high, so we're going to have a couple of steps up that are going to be under that height, and then within that there'll be another garden design, but there won't be too many windows out that side. The main view is going to be out to both oaks at either side of the house. So tomorrow it's all coming off, which is cool.